So good afternoon friends, once again in this video we'll see the ESR of this complex. This salicylaldimine copper 2 complex எப்படி ESR வருது அப்படிங்கிறத பார்க்கலாம். In the previous video I think you remember we have seen Drago's rule and that is going to be applied in this particular structure. So this is what is this salicylaldimine copper 2 complex. I'll tell you how to draw the structure easily. So first of all you remember the salicylaldimine. Salicylaldimine is a derivative of salicylic acid. So first what we will do, we will write the salicylic acid. So this is what is a salicylic acid. Salicylaldehyde. So this is salicylic acid, and we need to write it's an imine layer. So we need to write the aldehyde form of this acid. So we are going to write the salicylaldehyde. Salicylaldehyde, right? Yes. So this salicylaldehyde, how it will act as a bidentate ligand is before that, this aldehyde groups are capable of forming imines with any amine, right? So ஏதாவது ஒரு ammonia or any amine ஓட சேர்ந்து they will form imines. So we will see that how they form the imines. I think these are all the known things. Just I want to make you all refresh so that whenever you study this, you need not by heart the structure. You can design or you can write the structure on your own. So this is salicylaldehyde, and this is when treated with ammonium. So when treated with ammonia or any amine of that matter, I may have this R is H means it is ammonia. Otherwise it is what? It is R. Okay. So for the present, what will happen is here I am going to have hydrogen. This hydrogen will be there, and now the condensation will take place. This is the easy way of remembering what will be the product. So you have to remove this water and write the nitrogen at this place. Okay. So the product will be salicylaldehyde. Salicylaldehyde. So this is the, so you have the H here and double bond NH. So this is the aldehyde that you get. Here you have the lone pair and this acts as a ligand. So you are synthesizing two such aldehyde, and this reacts with copper to form a complex like this, right? I think now you'll be able to understand. This is the aldehyde unit 1 and this is the aldehyde unit 2. Right. So it is, in this case it is in a trans form. So you have it can be even in the cis form. So what happens, you have this complex. Okay, so this complex is going to, how many what is the nature of ESR lines for this complex? So that is our study. So இப்போ இதோட ESR எப்படி இருக்கும் அப்படின்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, so we have copper I value is equal to what? Copper I value is equal to 3/2. Copper is directly attached to N, whose I value is again I is equal to 1, right? And there are proton here and there are proton here. Similarly for this around you have all this. So if in the end proton, see here you have a proton A and a proton B. So among these two protons you find that this HA will not involve in coupling because of Drago's rule. Okay, so HA will not involve in coupling because of Drago's rule. So also here this will not involve in coupling because of Drago's rule. So how many lines you will be getting, we will see. Okay, so first of all what will happen is the copper will undergo splitting. Okay, so the copper So 2n number of Cu into I of Cu plus 1. So it is 2 into 1 into 3 by 2 plus 1. So you will get 4 lines. So copper will be splitting the ESR into 4 lines. Further, the lines will be split by the nitrogen and proton B. Nitrogens and proton B. So we have to work it out. Now 2 due to that is splitting due to nitrogen. Now here we have splitting. This one is splitting due to copper, splitting due to copper, splitting due to nitrogen and proton. So you will be having 2n number of nitrogens plus I spin of nitrogen plus 1 into 2 into number of hydrogens plus into I into number of hydrogens plus 1, right? So here, so 2 into number of nitrogens is you have one nitrogen here and another here. So 2 into the spin of nitrogens 1 plus 1 into 2 into number of hydrogens. So of the 4 hydrogens, only 2 are involved. Hb is only involved. So I am going to write it as 2 into half plus 1. So it will be 5 into here. Both are getting cancelled. So I will be getting 15 lines. So each of these 4 lines are further split into each into 15 lines. Okay. So totally how many lines we are expecting? We are expecting 60 lines. We are expecting 60 lines because first stage is the splitting due to copper will result in 4 lines, and each of these 4 lines will be split by the nitrogen and hydrogen into each into 15 lines. So 4 into 15, 60 lines are expected. 60 lines are expected. So now we will go and see what is the real spectrum. The real spectrum is nothing but it is like this. That is, you get 1, 2, 3. So you get something like this. 1, 2, then so you are getting 4 peaks. Peak 1, 2, 3, 4. Each of these peaks they have 11 lines each. So peak 1 has 11 lines, peak 2 has 11 lines, peak 3 has 11 lines, and peak 4 has 11 lines. So how many totally lines you have? 44 lines. Expected is 6, but you are getting only 44 lines in the real spectrum. So what happened to the other lines? Again, what is happening is here there are some of the lines are merged. So the 15 lines are some of the lines are merged. So you get only 11 lines. So therefore, so 4 into 11 you are getting 44 lines. So you are able to explain the bis-salicylaldimine complex by using Drago's rule. So this is the an important question. Okay. So in which you have the Drago's rule applied. So bis-salicylaldimine copper 2 complex is having the structure like this, in which you have the three NMR active nuclei, namely copper, nitrogen, and protons. Okay, so copper is having I value equal to 3 by 2, and it is attached to nitrogen having I value equal to 1. Therefore, the nitrogen which is attached to a proton, the proton which is attached to a nitrogen is not involved in hyperfine splitting according to Drago's rule. So the first splitting, hyperfine splitting, is happening because of copper, in which you get the 4 lines, and each of these 4 lines are split by the nitrogen and hydrogens, and of the 2 nitrogens, only the Hb nitrogen that is attached to carbon is taking part in coupling. So you get totally 15 lines. So 4 into 15, 60 lines are expected. ஆனா உண்மையில ஸ்பெக்ட்ரம் வந்து இந்த மாதிரி அப்பியர் ஆகுது, in which you have 11 lines, and it is appearing as 4 peaks. Okay, now you may ask me the question whether it is not a derivative curve. Yes, for ESR of copper it is not a derivative curve, it is only a direct curve, so we don't get a derivative curve. So here you can get 4 peaks like this, and these 4 peaks each having 11 lines. Okay, 11 lines, why? Because the 15 lines, some of the lines are merged with one another, so you get 11 lines. So ultimately you have 44 lines in the ESR spectra of this salicylaldehyde copper 2 complex. So I think this video is over. Thank you for watching.